I want to talk about a little bit of Quantum of Solace. I suppose it was the biggest budget you probably had to work with.
Yeah, the biggest before that was probably 1/5 the size.
How was that when you actually had to deal with that budget film? Were you overwhelmed or?
No, honestly, it wasn't any different. The only thing was they said no a lot less when you asked for something that you felt you should have to shoot a scene or to do something. But you had to prove that agree that it was not just to spend the money, that it made sense. It was something that would be on the screen and that would be useful for the story. Bigger and more people and more locations and more traveling and more this and more that. But it's the same as any other movie that, you're just telling the story and using the tools. And
so it wasn't like now you can get more lights or more cranes?
No, you get what you need. There were some scenes where, yes, I needed to have a 120-foot crane with an Airy Max mover on it with, lights. We needed it for the scene. Other times you arrange that your scenes, you don't need to have that kind of thing. Suddenly, that's a big, your playground is really big and you can throw in anything you want and do anything you want. And again, I had the restriction. I want to do that stuff with the red camera and they wouldn't let me because Sony wouldn't, and I didn't get to do that. At Warner Brothers, I think, we showed them a sample reel of something on 65, so as to show how 65 is better than 35 with detail and stuff. And they looked at it and they said, the difference isn't that great and it's going to cost us $2.5 million more to do it and it's not worth it. So we didn't do it.
I just watched it again few days ago and I loved it. I think it's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
The choice of camera movements, the choice of lenses, the choice of angles, everything.
It was very well considered.
Yeah.
And that's how I try to approach everything, whether I'm doing a $10 million, $2 million, $1 million, or $250 million. It's about telling the story the proper way.